Hi guys, Alex here from Drayton's. Here we've got an Audi A1 1.4 TFSI Sport Sportback S Tronic, finished in Mythos black metallic paint. All the wheels and tyres are in very good condition. These are 16-inch 5-spoke sport design alloys. At the back, even though it's an A1, you do get a decent sized boot, and the boot floor will drop down if you need any extra depth in there. The rear seats will also fold down to give you some more length if you need that as well. This car has got MOT until the 9th of the 9th 2022 and will come with a full Audi dealership history. The interior, so you've got these cloth seats with bits of leather either side, very comfortable, nice and supportive, and you do have decent bolsters on the side and the base to keep you in as well. That continues to the rear other than the centre seat, which is just cloth. Up front we have your Rev Counter on the left, speedo on the right, and your digital screen in the centre. So this is your onboard computer. You've got various different things like your fuel range, average speed, average MPG, things like that on there. You also have an efficiency program which goes into a bit more detail about your energy usage, and you've got a digital speedo as well, which I personally prefer to the analog speedo, but you do have obviously the analog if you prefer that, and then you've got a reduced display so you can turn that off to save the distractions. And then you've got various different tabs. So this is your radio or media tab, so when you've got radio on, it will be on here. You can scroll through the stations as you can see there. Choose your station, or when you've got Bluetooth, it'll show that on there as well. Then you've got your mobile tab, so when you have your phone connected, that will show on there. And then you've got your sat nav, so when you have a sat nav route put in, it will show the next turn in, for example turn right in however long, things like that. But when you don't have one set, it's just a compass, and it will tell you the road name as well. That's currently off-road because we are an underground showroom, so it doesn't actually have a road name, but when you are on a road it will tell you that. Moving on to the screen in front, we have various different things. You've got your sat nav on here. You can change the view, change the zoom, have it different colours, so you can have daytime or nighttime or auto, so it will change when you go through a tunnel or obviously when it's dark, things like that. You can change 3D, 2D view as well. And then just to input your destination, it's just on this bottom left here. So all these corner things I will go through momentarily. Moving back onto the menu, you have your media tab, so you've got Bluetooth, CD and Audi Multimedia Interface as well. Then you've got your radio tab, you've got DAB, FM, AM radio on there. You also have live traffic updates as well if you turn that on, which is just, you can turn it off and on just by going onto the settings there. And then you've got your Bluetooth tab, so you can connect your phone via Bluetooth, and you can have your music connected via Bluetooth as I mentioned earlier. We have Audi Drive Select, so you've got efficiency mode, auto and dynamic. So auto, the car will judge sort of how you drive and things like that, your speeds, and adapt the drive style to that. Dynamic is your sportier setup, and efficiency is a more efficient drive as well. You also have your settings on here as well. You've got a service interval, so you can check when your next service is due. It's got a day counter and a mileage counter as well. You will get a notification close to the time if you are getting close to the due date, but you can check on there if you prefer. You have your engine start stop button on here. Moving down, we have your multimedia system. You've got your SD card for your sat nav, and there's an open SD card slot there as well, which you can use for music. Then we've got all your shortcut buttons here with the scroller for the left and right. As I mentioned earlier, with the corner options, it's just these 4 buttons here. So if you do have a corner option, you can use that there. We have a single zone aircon system as well, so you've got one setting for the front of the car rather than a dual zone climate control. Down here we've got your heated rear windscreen, your stability control, and the shortcut for the drive select. So the thing I showed you a minute ago with the different drive modes, you can just press that to scroll through them rather than going through the actual system itself, which is good. And down here we've got a 12-volt socket as well, so you can plug your phone chargers in there, or a sat nav if you prefer to use your own sat nav. A couple of cup holders down here, and we have an S-Tronic gearbox, So you've got your standard drive mode, and you also have a sportier setup for the gearbox. So that will optimise the gearbox for performance rather than efficiency, which is what the standard drive mode does. So it keeps the rev range and the gear changes in the best power band to give you the best performance possible. And we have a proper handbrake as well, rather than an electronic handbrake. In the glove box you do have, so that little slot there is the Audi Multimedia Interface, which you can plug a cable in there and use that for your music and things like that. Moving on to the front here, we have a sports steering wheel, nice soft leather, decent size, so you've got a decent grip. It's not too small, it's not too fat, so it's a good, nice, comfortable steering wheel. You've got your controls for the screen in front on the left hand side here, with the various different tabs and things like that. And we have your volume control on the right, your voice activation, and your special character, which you can be set to change between different channels, different radio channels, or turn things like your sat nav on and off, things like that. So there's a few different preset options you can have on that. You also have flappy paddles if you prefer a manual style of driving. And this is your headlight switch here, with your lighting switch for the screen in front, and also for the dip in your headlights and things like that on there as well. And then we've got heated and electrically adjustable wing mirrors. This car does also have the black styling package as well, and the rear privacy glass, which you can see here. It's quite dark, which is why the view into the back was a bit dark when I tried showing you earlier. So as you can see now, the seats are the same front and back, apart from the centre seat. Decent amount of leg room, to be fair. The driver's seat is pushed all the way back just so I could get a better view of the front, but the passenger seat is in a normal driving position. So there is a good amount of leg room for such a small car. You also have rear parking sensors on this car as well, so you will get a beep when you get closer to things. It's been very well maintained and looked after by the previous owner. The black styling package, as you can see, so around the grille here, that's usually chrome, and there's various different other bits of chrome which is normally on there, which is now high gloss black. This car will come with 6 months gold cover warranty, which can be extended for as little as £199 for an extra 6 months. We also have a range of finance options available, so if finance is something you're looking for, then we can help you out with that as well. If you need any more information on this car or any of the cars we have in stock, please go to draytons.co.uk. Thank you.